This is the Pike Peak Hill Climb, a hill climb competition where teams almost have zero regulations on what they can or can't do to their vehicles, which allows for absolute monsters like this to be built. This is the Suzuki Asseto, an absolutely wild vehicle developed in 1998 to just absolutely dominate the Pikes Peak Hill Climb. This Suzuki is unlike any other though, because with the power of a twin turbocharged V6, this thing is able to make almost 1,000 brake horsepower, which is absolutely insane for a vehicle which only weighs 800 kilograms. And the amount of downforce this car has, it's almost like driving a Formula 1 car, except it's a hatchback. As always, hope you enjoyed today's video, and make sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy this type of content. Here we go in this absolutely insane, oh my gosh, okay, in this absolutely insane Suzuki, with enough downforce to hold a semi-truck to the ground. I mean, imagine, dear lord, okay, got a lot of power behind us, a lot of downforce. Pretty much a Formula 1 hatchback. And we are taking it around an extremely twisty circuit, which is absolutely perfect. Pretty much what this thing was built for. My gosh. It's surprisingly stable for how much power it has. It's got great assist modules on it, so you can really just push the throttle as hard as you want around a corner. And it absolutely soars through it all. Okay, that's our max speed right there, 340 kilometers an hour downhill. That's like, what, 220 miles an hour? With all the downforce this thing has on it, imagine what it could do without all this restrictive air force holding it back, as well as the gear ratio. This thing can do... I can only imagine how fast this thing could really go. Makes Foxhole feel easy with the amount of downforce I have. I feel like I can take that flat out. But I don't quite have the bravery to do so. You can really feel in the slower speed corners where you don't have as much downforce, of course, because you're not going as fast. And feel how much slower you really have to take corners. I mean, I wonder how many parts of a Suzuki are actually left on this thing. I imagine it's nothing, if anything at all, left on this thing from an actual car they built it off of. 360 going into this little bridge here. 260, I mean. My gosh. There's just so much grip and power. And then all the downforce is absolutely unreal. It just stuck to the ground. It feels like I'm driving an F1 car. It doesn't feel like I'd be driving a little Japanese hatchback. Taking that at 270 kilometers an hour, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that's Formula 1 speeds pretty much. I mean, this thing could be as fast as some generations of Formula 1 cars around this track. Maybe even around other ones. Oh, taking a little too much speed in the corkscrew there. But the amount of grip I have is ridiculous. I can just step on the throttle. It doesn't even want to try to get loose. It's so planted to the ground through all the downforce. It just doesn't care. The curbs don't even bother it that much. You can't stop this thing. It eats up this whole track. Oh my gosh. This is a lot higher speed section of track, and this thing is just soaring through everything. Okay. There you go. YouTube corner. I'm not going to spin out here, right? Go through everything else and spin out here. Oh my gosh, okay. A little off track there. Okay, through the jump. I want to brake before. Because I do not trust the thing to stop in time with all the speed it has. I mean, the fact that I'm topping out my almost max speed through most of this track is ridiculous. How fast I'm getting up to 300 kilometers an hour is absolutely insane. As we come onto the Dottinger, I would usually say, let's see what this thing can do in top speed, but we've already hit our top speed multiple times around this track. For this final part here, absolutely no problem. Only problem if I brake late. Oh, we're good. In our first lap there, let's see what we put it down. A 5:38 without even really trying. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that is so unbelievably close to the real record around this track. It just goes. It just doesn't care. Okay. Don't go off the track there. Good. It's so easy to drive, oddly enough. You think something this fast would be difficult to drive, but it's like an easier to drive F1 car. Because you're higher up, you can see more. You don't got your wheels in the way. It's insane. Oh my gosh, we're going to be a little over here probably. No, we're good. Watch how easily we hit max speed down the foxhole here. One of the scariest turns on the track. I'm pretty confident in this thing being able to take top of foxhole pretty quick here. And I was right to assume so. Oh, almost going off. You're good. What an absolutely unreal vehicle. It's unbelievably stable too. Look, besides you having to react quick to stuff, it's just so easy to control. It just does, it goes wherever you point it. Unless you start driving off the track like that. Oh my gosh, the power, it's just instant. It's instant. The turbo kicks in so unbelievably fast. You can just watch as I'm on this corner, it doesn't wait for nothing. The turbo just instantly boosts. Without a second thought. It's like it's supercharged or something. It's just immediate, immediate power. I would like to actually see this thing's downforce compared to Formula 1 cars. Maybe not the newer ones, but a little bit older, like around the era this thing was actually built. I would love to see the downforce comparisons at speed, just to see how much downforce this thing is truly making. Because Pikes Peak, unlike Formula 1, does no regulations on what these people can and can't add to their cars. So they can make the surfaces, oh, the wings, as I was saying, they make the surfaces of the wings as big as they please. Just giving the cars seemingly unrealistic amounts of downforce. It makes you wonder what Formula 1 engineers could build if there was no requirements, or regulations I should say. Okay. Whoa. But the problem with that, once you start getting so fast, it becomes not a problem of if the car can do it, but if the driver can. Because one of the Porsche 919 Evo went around this track in, what was it, 2018 I believe. Oh man, set the record lap, which still holds today. He said he had to take some corners slower than he would have wanted to, or else he would have blacked out. Meaning he probably could have gone a couple seconds quicker around the track. And he was an extremely experienced driver, so making an experienced driver like that black out is where the human limit comes in for these cars instead of the car's limit. Which is going to end up being the problem in the future, I imagine, if we're going to keep making cars faster and faster, especially around a track like this. It's going to become not so much the limit of the vehicle, but the driver. You're going to need a fighter pilot behind the wheel of one of these just to take the G-force around this. Oh, okay, as I was saying, you're going to need a fighter pilot eventually behind the wheel of one of these to take the G-force that you will experience when we try to go faster than the 919 Evo. Because I just don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I mean, they only built, I mean, of course they had the 919 to go off of, the endurance car, but the 919 Evo, that car specifically was only done in like 9 months. They wanted to do so much more with it, but in the time they were given, they just didn't have the time. Okay, I'm going to do one more lap here and see what I can do. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to go down, like, and subscribe. to see more content related just like this, because I sure as hell had fun making this video. This car is an absolute blast. If you would like to try it for yourself, there's a link down in the description so you can guys go download this and drive it around any track you want in this game. So that's it for today. See ya.